Your PC case decides way more than how your setup looks. It's the thing that controls your airflow, your noise, your temps, and whether building your system feels satisfying or like wrestling cables in a metal shoebox. And ASUS has quietly built one of the strongest lineups of PC cases you can grab. So in this video, we're breaking down 5 of the best ASUS PC cases, and more importantly, who each one is actually for, so you don't waste money on a case that doesn't fit your build or your room. First up is the ASUS Prime AP201. Let's start with a case that completely defies the bigger is better trend. For a long time, if you wanted a high-performance PC, you had to buy a massive mid-tower. If you tried to build small, you usually ended up with a hotbox that throttled your components. The ASUS Prime AP201 completely changes that map. This is a compact micro ATX case, meaning it is significantly smaller than your standard desktop tower, yet it manages to fit the kind of high-end hardware that usually requires a much larger footprint. The first thing you notice about the AP201 is its minimalist aesthetic. There are no aggressive shrouds or excessive lighting. It is a sleek 33-liter box wrapped almost entirely in mesh. ASUS calls this quasi-filter mesh, which means the panels are covered in over 57,000 precision-machined holes. This brilliant design turns the entire case into an intake, allowing it to breathe from every single angle and making it functionally transparent to airflow. Now, usually when you go down to 33 liters, you have to make painful compromise, like having to buy a specialized SFX power supply. The AP201 avoids this limitation entirely. It supports standard ATX power supplies up to 180 millimeters long, which saves you money and hassle. More importantly, it fits graphics cards up to 338 millimeters in length, meaning you can comfortably install flagship cards like an RTX 4080 or even many 4090 models inside this tiny shoebox. The cooling potential is truly what sells this case. Most micro ATX enclosures struggle with liquid cooling, but the AP201 supports a massive 360mm AIO radiator right on the top panel. This is a game changer for thermal performance. You can cool a high-end CPU with a powerful radiator, and thanks to the chimney-style airflow where heat naturally rises out through the mesh top, your temperatures stay incredibly low. Building in it is surprisingly easy, too, with tool-free side panels that snap on and off securely. Plus, there's a dedicated 3.2mm wide channel for cable management. If you're looking to build a sleeper PC, something that looks professional and understated but performs like a monster, the AP201 is the best value on the market. It proves you don't need a massive tower to get massive performance. Moving from the understated to the absolute showstopper, we have the ASUS TUF Gaming GT 502. If the AP201 is for the person who wants to hide their PC, the GT502 is for the person who wants their PC to be the center of attention. This case uses the increasingly popular dual-chamber design, commonly known as the fish tank style, which provides an uninterrupted panoramic view of your components that traditional cases just can't match. The dual-chamber design is the secret sauce here. Unlike standard cases where the power supply and cables are shoved into a basement, the GT502 is split vertically. The front chamber, the part you view through the glass, houses your motherboard, CPU, and graphics card. The rear chamber, hidden behind the motherboard tray, houses all the bulky components, including the power supply, cables, and storage drives. This separation achieves 2 main goals. It makes your build look incredibly clean because all the ugly cabling is physically hidden, and it allows for independent cooling zones, giving your GPU and CPU direct, unimpeded airflow. The glass panels on the front and side are crystal clear, and critically, there is no structural pillar in the corner to block your view, creating a truly seamless window into your machine. If you invest in high-end components with impressive cooler designs, this case frames them like artwork. But ASUS didn't just prioritize looks. The cooling versatility is staggering. You can fit up to 13 fans in this chassis, which provides enough airflow for even the most demanding builds. The case supports radiators in 3 different spots: the top, the side, and even the rear chamber, offering fantastic flexibility for both air and custom water cooling enthusiasts. You can optimize the side fans to pull fresh air directly onto your GPU while the top fans efficiently exhaust heat, resulting in a system that runs remarkably cool despite the glass enclosure. Another great feature is the modularity. The panels are tool-free, removed with a hidden button for easy access, which feels premium. It also comes with durable woven straps on the top, rated to carry over 60 pounds, speaking volumes about its robust build quality. If you are a streamer or simply take pride in the aesthetics of your setup, the GT502 is the perfect canvas to turn your hardware into a high-performance display piece. Next up is what I consider the smartest choice for a high-performance gaming rig in 2025, the ASUS TUF Gaming GT302 ARGB. While the GT502 is about visual spectacle, the GT302 is about raw, unadulterated performance and embracing the future of PC building. You might look at it and think it's just another square mesh case, but the engineering under the hood is solving problems we've dealt with for decades. The standout feature is BTF support. BTF stands for Back to the Future, which is ASUS's standard for motherboards with hidden connectors. On a BTF motherboard, all the plugs for your power cables, fans, and front I/O are moved to the back of the board. The GT302 is designed with specific cutouts to perfectly accommodate this, making the main chamber look virtually wireless when built with a compatible motherboard. This eliminates cable clutter and dramatically improves both aesthetics and airflow. Even without a BTF board, this case is a cooling beast coming pre-installed with 4 high-performance 140mm ARGB fans. Note that these are not the standard 120mm size, and they are also 28mm thick, 3mm thicker than typical fans. This extra depth allows for significantly larger fan blades and a more powerful motor, enabling them to push an incredible 115 CFM of airflow with high static pressure. In short, they move a massive volume of air effortlessly through the dense mesh. The front panel utilizes a square-type mesh, which is far more porous than traditional round holes, maximizing intake. For quality of life, the entire top section of the GT302 is fully removable. This is a massive advantage. You can install your liquid cooler radiator onto the bracket outside of the case, and then just drop the whole assembly in, eliminating the awkward balancing act often required. The GT302 also offers flexibility with interchangeable side panels, giving you the choice between tempered glass for visibility or a mesh panel for maximum breathability. Finally, it fits the largest GPUs on the market, up to 407mm, ensuring it's ready for the next generation of components. If you want a case that is ready for the new standard of hidden cables and comes with powerful fans you won't need to replace, the GT302 is the mid-tower king of 2025. Let's shift gears to the workstation segment. If you are a professional video editor, a 3D artist, or just an adult who needs a quiet, high-reliability machine, the ASUS ProArt PA602 is your answer. This case is designed purely for workstations, and every inch is engineered for long-term reliability and sustained performance under heavy loads. The aesthetic is sophisticated and mature. A matte black tower with clean lines and subtle branding. It whispers rather than screams performance. But the airflow capabilities are actually superior to almost any gaming case on the market thanks to the 2 massive pre-installed 200mm fans in the front. These 200mm fans are special because they can move a huge wall of air while spinning very slowly, giving you high airflow with virtually zero noise. They are also 38mm thick, providing the torque necessary to push air deep into the case, directly cooling hot components like your VRMS and memory. One of the coolest features, and unique to this case, is the integrated infrared dust detection system. A sensor on the front filter measures dust accumulation, and when airflow becomes restricted, a small LED lights up to remind you to clean it. This is a brilliant, non-gimmicky maintenance tool that ensures your machine is always running at peak efficiency, especially crucial during long rendering sessions. The PA602 is built to handle the heat from the absolute top-tier components. The top panel supports a massive 420mm radiator, which is the gold standard for cooling flagship CPUs like the Intel Core i9 or the top-tier Ryzen chips. The interior is spacious, supporting EATX motherboards, and even providing a specialized internal air deflector that channels cool air specifically toward your high-powered graphics card. They also included the little things professionals appreciate. The front I/O includes a 20 gigabits per second USB Type-C port for lightning-fast file transfers. There's a physical power lock latch on the power button to prevent accidental shutdowns during a critical render. It even has built-in wheels on the back edge so you can tilt and roll the case to access the rear ports, which is a lifesaver given how heavy a fully built workstation can be. If your PC is your business, the PA602 is the case that protects your investment. Finally, we arrive at the ultimate flagship, the ASUS ROG Hyperion GR701. This is not a case you buy because you need it. This is a case you buy because you want the absolute best. It is an ultra-premium, full-tower chassis designed for the most extreme enthusiast builds imaginable. If you are planning to spend 4 or 5 figures on a PC, this is the home it deserves. The first thing you have to understand is the sheer scale. This thing is enormous, weighing over 45 pounds entirely empty. It is constructed with a die-cast aluminum alloy frame arranged in a massive X shape. This exoskeleton is incredibly rigid and doubles as carrying handles that are tested to support up to 80 kilograms of hardware. The design is aggressive, futuristic, and unapologetically ROG. It features diamond-cut detailing and an integrated lighting panel that supports Aura Sync to coordinate with your other gear. The size translates directly into cavernous interior space. The Hyperion supports dual 420mm radiators simultaneously, one in the front and one on top. This is the dream scenario for custom water cooling enthusiasts who want to cool both a CPU and a GPU in the same high-capacity loop. It comes with 4 powerful 140mm PWM fans pre-installed, all connected to an included fan and ARGB hub, so you are ready for extreme cooling right out of the box. The Hyperion solves the messy reality of super high-end builds. For managing massive heavy cards like the RTX 4090, it includes a built-in, heavy-duty aluminum graphics card holder that can support cards vertically or horizontally, eliminating GPU sag entirely. Dealing with stray screws and extra cables? The Hyperion has a hidden drawer built into the bottom of the case to store all your accessories. It's a small genius touch. The front I/O is also stacked, featuring 2 USB Type-C ports capable of 60-watt fast charging, meaning you can fast charge your phone or power an external drive directly from your case. The cable management area on the back is 34 millimeters deep, meaning you don't even really need to try that hard to make it look clean. You can just stuff the cables in and close the door. The Hyperion is expensive and massive, but it is a masterpiece of engineering. If you want the ultimate showcase that screams high performance, this is it. Now I'm curious about your setup. Which one of these ASUS cases would you actually trust to house your next build? And what parts are you thinking of dropping inside it? Let me know in the comments, because I love seeing how different people pair their cases with their GPUs and coolers.